This video is a subtraction video. In particular, it's column subtraction, and it'll be a video that might be useful for people who will have done some subtraction before, but maybe I'll have forgotten some of it and just need some gentle reminders. There will be some mental subtraction in here as well. Now, like many things, if you have two adults in the house, you may well have two different ways of doing subtraction, and that's because the adults will have had two different teachers, possibly two different schools. There are many ways of doing subtraction, but the model that we're going to look at today is a standard form of subtraction. That'll involve borrowing, also known as regrouping. Something useful, particularly if you're doing mental subtraction, is partition. Partition is when you split things apart. Useful to understand that numbers can be split as well. So I have number 25 here. That can be split into 20 and also into 5. This is particularly useful if we're doing mental maths. So the first thing I would usually ask is it something that can be done mentally? So our first one here, 45, take away 27. Is that something that needs column subtraction, or is it something that you can do mentally? Well, let's look at a simple mental method. Find 45 on our 100 square. If we partition our 27, it gives us 20 and 7. So 45 take away 20, 10, 20. This is 25. 25 take away 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gives us 18. So it's a fairly simple form of mental subtraction. But it's not always possible to do things mentally, which is why we're going to move on and have a little look at our column subtraction. It's not always possible to do subtraction mentally, so we need to learn a standard way, which involves borrowing, also known as regrouping. Now, there are lots of different ways, as I said, of doing this, but I try to keep it fairly simple. And I think of, where would you normally do some borrowing? Well, if I go out shopping, usually I have my family with me. And if this one doesn't have enough, she'll ask her mum. And if mum doesn't have, mum will ask me. So daddy, mummy, baby, hundreds, tens and units. Our first subtraction will be 45 take away or minus 27. Now, that's 4 groups of 10 and 5 units. So we always start with the units. 5 take away 7. So you're out at the shops, you have £5, but you want to spend 7. You can't do that. So what you need to do is you need to borrow. So you turn to your mum and ask mum for some money. And mum gives you one of what she has. So here we go, moving one across. So that is now a group of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So mum's lost one of her columns. That becomes 3. That becomes 15. 15 take away 7. 15 take away 7. So I have 15 take away 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see what I'm left with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 take away 2 is 1. So our next calculation is going to be 126 minus or take away 58. So let me put in my 100, my 20. That's where my partitioning skills come in, and my 6. So 6 take away 8, we know that we can't do that. So we need to borrow. So we need to borrow from Mum. So Mum, you have 2. Can I have 1, please? So pass that across. I now have 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus 6, 16. 16 take away 8. 16 take away 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, let's look at this one. 1 take away 5. 1 take away 5. We know we can't do this. So, Mummy then needs to ask Daddy. Daddy lends to Mummy. Mummy, as we can see now, has 11. 11 take away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 68. 126 minus 58 is 68. This time our calculation is 304 minus, or take away, 57. We have our 300 and our 4 ones, or our 4 units. So we start as normal with our units. 4 take away 7. Well, if you have £4, you can't spend £7 without getting some more money from somewhere else. So the units ask the tens, but we notice there that we don't have any tens to borrow from. So tens then needs to ask the hundreds. So the hundreds passes a group across to the tens. That then gives them 10 blocks. They can now share with the units. So the units asks again, can I have 1? Yep, you can. Shared. That now gives our units 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 take away 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. Leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9 take away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leaves us with 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 take away. Now there's nothing here, it's an invisible placeholder of 0. 2 take away nothing is 2, leaving us with 247. Sometimes when you completed a subtraction, your teacher might ask you to go back and check that it's right. But how do you go back and check that it's right? Well, if you remember that subtraction is the opposite of addition, what you can do is use a smart little trick to find out whether it's right or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this here and this here, and possibly a new pen. I'm going to add these two together. 247 plus 57. 7 add 7 is 14. 1 add 4 is 5. 5 add 5 is 10. 1 add 2 is 3. 304. 304. So that tells me that 304 take away 57 is 247.